NBA Youngboy's reaction to Cenat crying over his breakup became one of the most talked about moments on the internet because it mixed real pain, rumors, power, and silence all into one situation. What made it hit harder was not loud words or a public argument, but how quiet and cold everything felt after the drama exploded. This story is not just about a breakup. It is about trust being broken in front of millions of people and how fame can turn private pain into public entertainment. Cenat was at the top of the world when this happened. His streams were breaking records. His name was everywhere. Brands wanted him. Celebrities respected him. Fans loved him. On the outside, everything looked perfect. He was young, rich, famous, and smiling. But behind the camera, his personal life was slowly falling apart in a way he never expected. Kai was in a relationship that many people already questioned. From the beginning, fans noticed things that did not sit right. His girlfriend lived a luxury life that Kai provided. Designer bags, expensive trips, penthouses, shopping sprees, and non-stop comfort. Kai gave her everything he could. He treated her like a queen because he believed she was really with him for love. But over time, cracks started to show. The way she talked on streams, the way she described her dream man, and the way she spoke about money made people uncomfortable. She described someone tall, light-skinned, with waves, an artist who makes music. That description did not match Kai at all. Kai is short, dark-skinned, has dreads, and is not a rapper. People watching live were confused. They wondered why she was even with him if he was the complete opposite of what she said she wanted. Still, Kai stayed quiet. He defended her. He kept providing. He kept loving. He did not want the internet controlling his relationship. He believed that love was enough and that loyalty mattered more than comments. Then the Christmas situation happened, and everything changed. Her Christmas list was not normal. It was not playful or simple. It was serious, detailed, and extremely expensive. A pink G-Wagon with special colors and details, a bag worth more than most people's houses, jewelry upgrades, luxury watches.
This whole situation also highlights a bigger problem in society and the online world. People love to joke about heartbreak, make memes about cheating, and treat personal trauma as entertainment. The internet thrives on drama, but it's easy to forget the real human emotions behind viral stories. Kai's pain was real. His tears, his frustration, his sense of betrayal, those are feelings that don't disappear because the story goes viral. Being laughed at online or being judged for emotional reactions only deepens the wound. This story reminds us that behind every viral moment is a real person with real feelings. At the core, the story is also about trust. Kai trusted someone he loved. He trusted someone he supported, and he trusted someone whose behavior may have been deceptive. That trust was allegedly broken in the harshest way possible, with wealth and influence playing a role in the betrayal. Learning that someone you cared about and invested in may have been dishonest changes how a person views relationships forever. It's not just heartbreak, it's a lesson about people, choices, and boundaries. From a broader perspective, this story is also a cautionary tale about power dynamics in relationships. When one person has significantly more resources, influence, or social clout than the other, it creates an imbalance. It can make manipulation easier, make deception more tempting, and make loyalty harder to maintain. Kai's situation demonstrates how even successful, intelligent, and self-aware individuals can fall victim to dynamics beyond their control. Wealth, fame, and status do not protect anyone from the human element, emotions, vulnerability, and mistakes. Finally, this situation emphasizes the importance of self-care and mental health. Kai openly discussed his struggles with anxiety, self-doubt, and frustration. These challenges intensified after the breakup. For anyone in the public eye, personal struggles are magnified. The key takeaway is that emotional well-being cannot be ignored, especially when external pressures and public scrutiny are at play. People need support systems, boundaries, and self-awareness to survive in situations like this. For Kai, sharing his feelings was a step toward healing, even if the internet reacted differently. In conclusion, the story of Cenat, NBA Youngboy, and the alleged betrayal is layered, emotional, and complex. It's a mix of heartbreak, rumors, influence, wealth, and power. It reminds us that fame does not shield anyone from human pain. It reminds us that money cannot buy loyalty, and it reminds us that trust, once broken, leaves scars that take time to heal. For fans watching from the sidelines, it's a story of caution, reflection, and empathy. For Kai, it's a personal lesson in resilience, emotional growth, and learning who to trust moving forward. The impact of this situation will likely stay with him for years, shaping his approach to relationships, trust, and self-care. It is more than drama. It is a raw, real-life story about heartbreak, influence, and the cost of fame.
Fans and critics alike were dissecting every moment, trying to find evidence to prove or disprove the drama. Every post, every story, every comment from Kai or his ex became content for thousands of people to consume, analyze, and judge. That level of scrutiny adds pressure, stress, and humiliation that no one should have to endure. For Kai, it was no longer just a private heartbreak, it had become a public spectacle. Then there's the financial side of this story, which complicated things even further. Kai tried to give her everything she wanted, to meet her expectations and make her happy, but her demands were extreme. From luxury cars to designer clothes, jewelry, and extravagant trips, the list seemed endless. Even with Kai's success, keeping up with that lifestyle would push anyone to the limit, especially someone young, still growing, and trying to balance his career with personal life. When money becomes a measure of love, the dynamic changes, and relationships often become transactional. Kai found himself in that exact trap. His love, generosity, and loyalty were being tested, and the result was heartbreak. Adding to the complexity, NBA Youngboy's alleged involvement shifted the narrative from a personal breakup to something bigger. Youngboy isn't just anyone. He's an established artist with a massive fan base, wealth, and influence. Allegations that he may have stepped into Kai's relationship made fans angry, shocked, and divided. Whether the rumors are true or not, the mere association created chaos. And the fact that Youngboy tweeted "Don't trust nothing" afterward only fueled speculation and left everyone guessing. That cryptic message became iconic because it represented power, control, and a kind of indifference to the consequences his alleged actions had on someone else's life. Then there's the response from Kai's ex. Instead of empathy or understanding, she allegedly dismissed his pain, called his vulnerability an act, and defended herself while denying the rumors. That reaction created an image of someone cold and selfish, someone who prioritized image, luxury, or personal gain over love and loyalty. It shows how complicated human behavior can be, especially when wealth, fame, and attention are involved. People's choices in these situations are rarely about emotion alone. They're often about status, opportunity, and self-interest. The digital footprint made the story even more layered. Old social media posts, comments, and interactions with NBA Youngboy surfaced, and they painted a picture that supported the rumors. Whether intentional or accidental, the evidence added credibility in the eyes of the public. This is the reality of being online. Every post, comment, or like can come back to haunt you. In Kai's case, it contributed to the heartbreak being amplified in a way that made the internet almost complicit in the emotional damage he experienced. Kai's assistant, Bree, posting trash emojis after the breakup also became a subtle but significant detail. It hinted that those closest to Kai knew more than the public did. It suggested that the betrayal or disloyalty was real, not just a rumor or exaggeration. It also showed loyalty on her part, standing with Kai and indirectly condemning the ex's actions without making a big public statement. In the entertainment world, where image is everything, even small gestures like that can speak volumes.
If anything, it makes you a bigger target. People see opportunity instead of love, lifestyle instead of loyalty. It also exposed how toxic behavior is often praised when it comes from powerful men. Many people defended Youngboy simply because he is rich and successful. That says a lot about how the culture sometimes rewards disrespect. For Kai, this was a lesson learned the hard way. Trusting the wrong person can break you, no matter how strong you are. His pain was real, and his tears were not for content. For the girl involved, if the rumors are true, she traded long-term security and real support for short-term luxury and attention. That is not a win. That is a risk that may not age well. For NBA Youngboy, the situation added another mark to his reputation. Whether he did anything or not, his silence and tweet allowed the story to grow. When you have that much influence, even silence speaks loudly. This story is bigger than gossip. It is about emotional damage. It is about how quickly love can turn into trauma. It is about how the internet forgets that real people are behind viral moments. Cenat will recover. Time heals, even when trust is broken. But this moment will stay with him. It will shape how he moves, who he lets close, and how he protects his heart. As for the rest of us, this situation is a reminder. Not everyone around you loves you for you. Some love what you provide. Some love what you can buy. And some disappear the moment something better appears. In the end, the most painful part of this story is not the rumors, the money, or the tweet. It is watching someone who gave real love learn that love is not always returned the same way. And that lesson hurts, no matter how rich, famous, or successful you are. What makes this situation even more intense is the emotional roller coaster Kai went through before the breakup became public. Fans didn't realize that while they were laughing at memes or sharing clips of the drama, Kai was living through real heartbreak every single day. The man who was on top of the world with streaming numbers, collabs, and sponsorships was privately dealing with feelings of betrayal, confusion, and anger that most people can barely imagine. It's one thing to hear rumors online. It's another to wake up every day and feel like the person you trusted the most has been disloyal. That emotional weight can crush anyone, no matter how young or successful they are. On top of that, Kai had been open about his struggles with mental health for months. He openly shared his fear, self-doubt, and frustration over wanting to achieve more but feeling trapped by his emotions. He admitted he sometimes questioned himself, his goals, and even his worth. For someone like Kai, who's constantly under pressure to entertain millions and keep up appearances, having your personal life fall apart on top of that is devastating. And this isn't just about being cheated on. It's about realizing that someone you loved, someone you trusted, was potentially living a double life. And that realization can shake your sense of reality. The whole internet watching him go through this made it 10 times worse. Social media doesn't wait for truth. Rumors spread fast, and speculation becomes reality for most people.
To people watching, it felt cold and heartless, especially knowing Kai had already opened up about his mental health. Then people started digging into her past online. Old posts surfaced where she openly admired NBA Youngboy, comments calling him bae and showing support. That digital footprint made the rumors feel heavier, even if nothing was officially confirmed. The wildest rumor of all was that NBA Youngboy allegedly bought her the exact pink G-Wagon she wanted, the same car Kai either could not or chose not to buy. That rumor pushed the story into another level. Whether true or not, it fit perfectly into the narrative people were building. NBA Youngboy's wealth played a big role in how people viewed this. Compared to Kai, Youngboy has much more money. A gift like a G-Wagon would mean nothing to him financially. That power imbalance made the situation feel unfair. It made people feel like Kai never stood a chance if someone richer stepped in. Another layer that made people angry was the fact that NBA Youngboy is already married and has multiple children. The idea that he could allegedly step into someone else's relationship without caring made the situation feel even worse. But what truly shocked the internet was Youngboy's response. After everything went viral, after Kai was clearly hurting, after fans were arguing online, NBA Youngboy tweeted just 3 words: "Don't trust nothing." No explanation, no denial, no apology, just those words. To many people, that tweet felt cold and calculated. The timing made it worse. It came when Kai was at his lowest point publicly. That single tweet became the center of the entire story. Some people called it savage, others called it evil, but nobody ignored it. That tweet felt like confirmation without confirmation. It let the internet decide what it meant, and once the internet decides, there is no taking it back. Kai's assistant posting trash emojis after the breakup also added fuel to the fire. People close to Kai clearly felt that something wrong had happened. That kind of reaction does not come from nothing. Through all of this, Kai stayed emotional but respectful. He did not name names, he did not attack anyone directly. He spoke about pain, confusion, and disappointment. He spoke about feeling exhausted and hurt. That made people feel for him even more. The internet, however, did what it always does. Some people showed support. Others made jokes. Memes flooded social media. People laughed at a man crying over love even though he is still human. Fame did not protect him from embarrassment or heartbreak. This situation exposed something important. Money does not protect you from being used. Fame does not protect you from betrayal.
Designer items stacked on top of each other. When Kai asked how much the G-Wagon cost, she brushed it off like it was nothing. That moment shocked a lot of people. To Kai, it may have felt like pressure. Pressure to prove love with money. Pressure to keep up. Pressure to not disappoint. And that pressure matters because Kai was already dealing with mental health struggles during this time. He later admitted that he had been fighting self-doubt, fear, and confusion for months. While he was struggling inside, his relationship was demanding more and more from him. What made the situation worse was her own mother stepping in. When someone's own parent starts warning the public, that is serious. Her mother claimed she was fake, that she put on an act, and that Kai did not know who she really was. That alone should have been a major sign that things were not right. Then the rumors started. Not long before the breakup, Kai attended an NBA Youngboy concert. He was not there as an industry peer. He was there as a fan. There is footage of Kai crying during the show. Real tears, happiness, admiration, respect. He looked up to Youngboy. He supported his music. That moment later became painful to watch because of what happened next. After Christmas, a rumor spread like wildfire online. A viral tweet claimed that Kai's girlfriend had been cheating on him with NBA Youngboy. DJ Academic's name was attached to it, even though he later denied ever saying it. Academic said the tweet was fake and even showed proof, but by then, the internet had already decided its own story. Kai then posted that he was single and that he would never be in another relationship again. That sentence carried a lot of pain. It was not a joke. It was not drama bait. It sounded like someone who had been hurt deeply and did not know how to trust anymore. His girlfriend denied cheating. She says she left on her own and accused Kai of playing the sympathy card. That response shocked many people. Instead of showing care or understanding, she dismissed his pain completely.